Carol.
And this is Michael.
And this is
What the Scale? Well, today, as you can see, greenery behind us. Last time we were on, let's see, we've been in our library. We've been out on the back deck. Today, we are on our front steps. And we're going to talk about our success since we've gone into alternate day fasting. Of course, we started with intermittent. I can't get internet fasting off my mind.
Intermittent fasting, which is time-restricted eating. And I hit a plateau, so he graciously agreed to try alternate day fasting with me for a month.
You heard a root word of graciously is gracious, so she just called me gracious.
I don't know if I'd go that far. Well, anyway, we wanted to give you our results. After a month, we started on October 7th.
Yes, October 7th.
And today is what?
October the 3rd.
No, November the 3rd.
November the 3rd, yes. But it's
so
4 weeks.
4 weeks.
It's exactly 4 weeks today.
Right. So you want to go first? You want me to go first?
No, you go first.
Well, first let me say that for the first couple of weeks, it was kind of rough. It was
first week. I don't know if I'd say the first couple weeks.
About the first 10 days.
Yeah, that's fair. 10 days.
And then after that, it got a lot easier. So, and there would be that one point every night on the day that I wasn't eating around dinner time where we'd get really hungry, but it would pass and then we'd be fine.
But tell them why it would pass. What did we drink?
Oh, we should have brought one out here. But we drink sparkling water, and the bubbles really help the hunger pains go away. And you have to make sure it doesn't have any flavor in it. It's just water and carbonation.
In fact, some of you will remember, if you're my age, the old song, I forget the singer, Tiny Bubbles. But it's not appropriate.
I don't think it was water bubbles.
No, it's tiny bubbles in my beer.
But anyway.
Wrong song, sorry.
Yeah, so, but, you know, we're a fan of Jen Stevens, and I was listening to one of her podcasts, Intermittent Fasting Stories. I would recommend that. And she said that usually that hunger pain is when your body is switching into fat burning mode. So that helped me to push through knowing that my body was going into fat burning mode.
And helped me to push through because you can't see it, but I had a good amount of fat to burn, so it worked out.
So you want to go first? You want me to go first?
You were going first. You're on a roll, so I'll let you keep going.
So in 4 weeks, I've lost 9.1 pounds. So we'll just say 9 pounds, which is great because I had definitely hit a plateau, and that was equal to, I think, about 2.25 pounds a week. So I'm really pleased with my results. I'm happy, and I think I'm so happy that we're going to keep going, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We're committed. We decided to give it 30 days and see how things went, but we're going to stay with it. Now, we're going to tell you that once we hit where we're comfortable, we have no intentions on keeping with the alternate day fasting.
Right. I think at the beginning of the year, we're going to go back to OMAD, or 1 meal a day.
1 meal a day. So we're going to, our lifestyle, and we've said this already, is intermittent fasting.
Right. We're doing it forever.
Yeah. But we want to.
The Amazon truck's coming.
We may see a new one. We'll ask him about intermittent fasting. So.
No, we won't.
He passed by, okay. So good. So for me, I've lost exactly 10 pounds, which in 4 weeks equates to 2.5 pounds a week. Now, I told you some time ago when we're doing Weight Watchers, and we've been in Weight Watchers a long time.
We're professional Weight Watchers.
Successful. But during our most recent stint, which went all the way up to and including our first days in intermittent fasting, but I was averaging just under a pound a week. So if you can imagine going from that, then when we started intermittent fasting, I was averaging closer to 1.5 pounds a week. Now that we've moved to alternate day fasting, which we're going to, in case you've missed it, we'll describe a little bit more in a moment, but I'm now at 2.5 pounds per week. Now, I do want to explain something. Carol said something about that it's gotten easier. There's a little trick to that, being honest.
It is. Oh, here come it.
Our
is the-
Amazon person's coming, so we'll get
That's okay.
slightly.
We're doing a.
You want to be
Video.
on the video?
No, that's
No,
okay.
she don't want to be on the video.
Thank you so much.
I
Okay,
got a
thank you.
package. Yay!
But for me, it got quite easy, and I was having such good success. I've really dropped back so much on my insulin. I think I've mentioned already where I was averaging 5 to 6 shots a day. I don't know if I do 6 a week right now, but it's gotten me into a little trouble. I've gotten to the point where it was such a habit, I never missed a shot. Well, now I'm not taking a shot until I need it, and there have been times I'll show up at work, I'm getting a text from a redhead, no names to be mentioned whatsoever, and the text would be a little bit on the firm side. You can
Not
read
me?
between the
No.
lines, saying, hey, your blood sugar is up, and I had to take a shot because I didn't feel like I needed one, but I did.
Yeah, he has a continuous glucose monitor, and I have an app on my phone so I can check it.
That's nice. If you are diabetic and you don't have one, it's great to have because she gets alerted. If you can figure things out, maybe find a way, if you're being reminded, hint, hint, there are ways to turn it off. I don't do that. I promise you I've not done that.
Better not do it.
I mean,
You're going to be in the doghouse, buddy.
I do want to say something, and not to sound crass, she's probably going to get upset with me.
I'll just cut it out of this video if I don't like it.
After you've gone the alternate day fast, I didn't finish my train of thought. So I sometimes have gone beyond, because we're averaging right around 40 hours, because we don't do breakfast the next day, and we do lunch. I've sometimes have gone to 46, 48 hours, and that's not the best. But like I said, I just wouldn't feel hungry by the second day. But the day after alternate day fasting, once you get to eating,
It's called an up day.
it is called an up day, but something happens with your bowels.
Oh, are you going to talk about
I'm
that?
not going to talk about it,
Okay,
but
we're
just
not going to talk about this.
but just be prepared in a change.
Well, it depends on what you open your window up with. But anyway, let me just recap what alternate day fasting
Yes,
is.
that's what
Okay.
I thought. Yep.
So there's alternate day fasting is you don't eat one day, you eat the next day, you don't eat one day, you eat the next day, and you continue. That's the normal alternate day fasting. You can also do a modified alternate day fasting is where you eat a 500 calorie meal on your down day, and on your up day you eat 2 to 3 meals. So the first time we did it, on our up day, we tried to do 3 meals, and we just felt so gross. Like, it was like, oh, this is too much food. But I will tell you, the success of alternate day fasting is it tricks your body. So you go a whole, they really don't want you to go past 46 hours. So I would usually end our meals the night we were eating around 6:30. I wouldn't eat it all the next day. Now, you could do the 500 calorie meal day, but I just felt like that would make me too hungry, and I don't think I'd be able to quit eating.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And I think we've mentioned before, we love eating popcorn. So our treat at the end of the up day still is popcorn.
Yeah.
We just eat it a little bit earlier
Right.
and then start our down day usually by about 7:30, 8 o'clock, the absolute latest.
Right, so we'd go the whole next, our down day, we don't eat it all. Then the up day, after we had the first time we had 3 meals, we're like, we just can't do that. So we went to lunch and supper and a snack. Now on your up day, it's really important, you're supposed to eat 110% more, 10% more than you would normally eat in a day. So 110%, because what happens is when you start eating all that food, it revs your metabolism up because your body's trying to burn it. So if you don't eat enough on your up day, then your body will slow down your metabolism because you're just coming off of a long fast. So you got to make sure and have your up day and to eat well. And we kind of feel like it's Christmas every other day.
Yeah, and Carol's put together a list of benefits.
Which
Are
we're
you
going to
sure?
talk about in our next video.
Next video.
Yeah.
But they're just, you'd think you could come up with 3 or 4, and you're going to hear how exhaustive our list is from the alternate day fasting. But I'm going to tell you that the greatest thing of it all, we are enjoying a new season of life with this. And I know that sounds weird. We started enjoying this new season of life when our last child left the house, the empty nest syndrome. Now, some of you probably have heard horror stories about empty nest syndrome, but
We've been having fun.
yeah, we've been having lots of fun, and it's based around food, but not food to the extent of, even though they'll tell you a lot of eating what you want, we've not done that. We've
We eat
stayed
what
with
we
the
want.
well, what we want, but not.
But
I don't,
But your taste change. What you want changes.
Okay, so that's what I want her to say, because my biggest want, what's my biggest want for our 40 plus years of marriage as far as a snack?
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes, but no, as far as a true snack in a
Probably
bag.
chips.
Yeah, potato chips.
Yeah.
So you know how the old Lay's commercial is, you can't only just eat one? If you remember that.
You can't
For
eat
me,
just
that
one bag.
I can eat one bag, and that's the honest truth. I mean, I would get myself in a lot of trouble, but I seriously would buy a bag of Lay's, hide it, and eat the whole bag before the
Hey.
end of the night.
We're both wearing plaid.
Oh, you like that, don't you?
Yeah, did we
Yep.
plan that? No.
No, we didn't plan it.
I
Mine,
just
mine
wanted-
is a little bit more fall-y or...
No, well, I think mine's nice too. So anyway, so let's just recap what we lost, and then we're gonna say goodbye and go to our next video. How
Sure.
about that?
Yep. So I lost, again, in the 4 weeks of alternate day fasting, 10 pounds, averaging 2.5 pounds a week. Didn't even talk about measurements. Have lost inches. We had to go out this week, buy me some new clothes, a new sport coat,
Yay, new
pair of
clothes.
slacks. She didn't like my sagging bottom as I walked away. I'm not going to say what I'm glad she was looking at, but anyhow.
Gosh,
I know,
babe,
that's bad.
awful.
That's correct. She'll cut that out, I think.
I will. And I lost 9.1 pounds, so we'll just call it 9 even, with a 2.25 weight loss every week. You know, it averaged out to that a week.
2.25, you said?
Yeah, isn't that what I said? 2.25?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, just under
Yeah,
mine.
and I will have to say I ate everything I wanted. Of course, in moderation. I didn't go pig out or anything, but if I had a couple of Reese cups in there, and I had some dark chocolate in there.
Yeah, I had Ghirardelli dark chocolate. I used to hate dark chocolate. Now I love it, and it's actually, I didn't know it was
I
healthier
think I had a
for you.
Pepsi once too. I'm a
I didn't
recovering
know that.
Pepsi-holic.
You told me you had a...
I just have it once in a while, so they're good. All right, well, with that little tidbit, we're gonna say bye.
Bye, and this is Michael,
And Carol,
and this is
what
in the world are you doing drinking a Pepsi?
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
What the scale.
Please.
Bye.
Bye.